name is Cordelia, and I was invited to offer you the last of the pulpit reflections on stewardship. So, just what is it about this place? What comes to my mind are three things in a story. First, the story. Pretty much happened this way, totally true. It was only supposed to take 3 minutes, but I think the lunatics have taken over the assignment, during a congregational meeting a couple of years ago, I was feeling deeply frustrated and sad and blurted out something uncalled for about a family here. Since that family was at the congregational meeting, they heard me talking smack about them. I remember feeling embarrassed that I'd said anything at all, but I rushed out right after talking to go get my kids and bring them home. And I left feeling cruddy. I didn't even really know that family, but lacking the time and the wherewithal and, frankly, the courage to contact them during the week, I didn't do anything about it. Some Sunday after that, I saw that family back at church, and I remember feeling so relieved that they had come back. They were relatively new, and I had probably made them feel less than cherished and welcome. When the service ended, I made a beeline from the choir pews to where they were sitting, and the most amazing thing happened. This woman that I barely knew looked me in the eye and said, "You hurt me." And I could have wept with gratitude for her trust and her courage and her generosity. I told her something like, "I can see that I hurt you. I said things that hurt you, and I'm sorry, and I want to thank you for this opportunity to make things right." So last week when I mentioned to this person, or asked this person if I could share our story, she said, "You're so sweet. Of course, I trust you completely," which is not an outcome that I could have predicted. Given how I first made her acquaintance, I never would have guessed that we would have come to a place of such fondness and friendship. So I told you this story to illustrate my answer to, so just what is it about this place? 3 things. And for a Unitarian Universalist, I'm rather fond of trinities. Not just this and that, but this, that, and the other. 1, we have time. For those of us who are slow to warm or have a tendency to blurt out things that may require later explanation or apology, or are just in greater need of comfort than we are of challenge, the slow, week-by-week unfolding of connection is incredibly precious. For those of us who need it, this place is able to offer the gift of taking this gathering for granted, at least for a while. Being part of this religious community has taught me about second chances, third chances even, chances to express gratitude, to make amends, to finally join the choir, to just show up or step up, or, maybe fill out your pledge form, just saying. 2, being part of this religious community has taught me about waking up to this moment, this precious moment, about feeling inspired, about feeling a sense of urgency that calls me to action. Whenever I've needed encouragement or inspiration to stand up and do something, opportunities have abounded for reaching out, for returning to a spiritual practice, to working toward justice, serving one another, or, finally filling out your pledge form. Just saying. 3, being part of this religious community has taught me so much about keeping my broken heart open to love. No matter how many times I've felt the pain of loss, being held within this religious community reminds me to reach mightily toward healing and toward wholeness. Despite my hopes and my intentions, the outcome is always uncertain. Who knows what will actually come to pass? It's the reaching that really matters. Clunky transition, deep breath, kind of like stewardship, for all of our hopes and dreams expressed in the form of a proposed budget. Who knows what will actually come to pass this year? But at least for today, it's the pledging that matters. Just saying it. I love you, my people. Thank you for being here.